Good morning, this is your Stat Sensei, Mr. Spensei, and this is classwork 2.9, video number 2 for that assignment. So a sociologist studying marriage customers collected data on the length of time in months between the proposal and the wedding. Following box plot and table give the five-number summary for couples in which at least one person was getting married. First off, let's talk about five-number summary before we go for farther. Five-number summary is the minimum Q1, median Q3, and max. Um, Anyways, the following box plots and table give the five-number summary for couples in which at least one person was getting married for the first time and for couples in which both people had been previously married. Okay, based on the summary statistics, which of the following statements is supported by the box plots and the table? Okay, the mean length. Well, guess what? The mean is not part of the five-number summary, and we're looking for is supported, so we're looking for true statements. So is supported, we're looking for true statements. The mean is not part of the five-number summary, so this is false. We can't make that claim. There's a gap between 20 and 36. We don't know that. All right. We don't know what the data looks like. We just know that there's um, we just know that there's a difference. Because both distributions have a minimum of 0.5, the distribution are skewed to the left. And if I look at this first one may be skewed to the right. This one is reasonably symmetric. No, they're not skewed. Okay. Can't make that claim. Matter of fact, if I looked at it more closely, I would go, you know what? That's 50% from here to here. And guess what? It's exactly the same. So the 50% is the same for this one. So this one's about symmetric. So almost symmetric. The number of first-time couples in the study is greater than the number of previously married. In this case, we don't know the number of couples. It was not given to us. They didn't give us in for either one of these, so we don't know that. So once again, false statement. The interquartile range of the length of time for first-time couples is greater than that of previously married couples. Well, please remember IQR. So IQR is Q3 minus Q1. So in this case, 20 minus 10 is 10. So that's first time. And for the other one, it's 16 minus 8, and that is 8, and 10 is greater than 8. That is a true statement. Number 11, a car rental agency has two locations in the city. The box plots below summarize the miles driven for one day of a single day car rentals at each location. Okay, so here we are. We have them. And we can see that both of them appear to be skewed. Both of them have outliers, etc. Based on the box plot, which statement provides the best comparison of the two locations? Okay. The number of single day car rentals is greater for A than B. We don't know how many are in each group. That we don't know. So we don't know the number. That information wasn't given to us. This is false. And they say it again. So again, we can't say that because we don't know the number of rentals. Compared with location A, the miles driven for B displays more variability. Okay, variability means more spread out. Just looking at the range, this goes from 400 miles. I don't know what that is, but call it 10. All right. So 400 minus 10 for the range would be 390. And this one would be 200 minus 10, which is 190. So B definitely has more variability, more spread. It's more variability means more spread out. All right. Compared with location A, the miles driven for location B has less variability. No. Um, B is more spread out. We just said that, so that's false. And E, compared with location A, is the miles driven for B displayed less variability, and the median is about the same. We know it's not less variability, and the medians are not the same. All right, the medians are not the same. The median for B is definitely higher than the median for A. All right, so this is also false. So our best answer choice was C. Moving on to number 12. Given a parallel box plots above, which of the following is true? All right, all three have the same range. Remember, range equals max minus min. Well, there's my minimum. It's the same for all of them. Here's my maximum. It's the same for all of them. That's a true statement. We're done. All right. IQRs, that's the next part. Those are not the same. So those are false because IQR is Q3 minus Q1. Please remember Q1, Q3. And we can see that this one here, this one is definitely different than the other two. So that's false. The medians are between, uh, so this is false. All three medians are between 9 and 13. Nope, this median is below 8. So that's wrong. All three distributions appear to be skewed right. And I'm going to say no, this one right here is reasonably symmetric, maybe skewed left, but that's false. Skewed right means it's stretched. It would look like that. All three distributions can reasonably seem to be a sample from a normal. We have no idea. Matter of fact, we haven't even talked about that in this class yet. So can't do that. All right, when we look at this one, we have it number 13 definitely appears to be skewed to the right because it's stretched to the right, which means our mean is going to be greater than our median. All right. So to which of the box plots does the histogram above belong? Wow, that's going to be tough. So first off, probably ought to take some time and try to figure out where the median lies. I'm going to say that probably the best way to do that is to divide this up into boxes. And so I'm going to do the best I can. It won't be perfect, but it'll be close enough. Okay, so I'm going to divide this into boxes. So far, this is going great. Oh, we get the wonderful lights going out. And if I continue doing that, that looks there, there, there. I think I got a little bit too small here. I'm going to back up and redo that. That's better. That looks pretty close. Okay, I'm going to try and get those lights back on. All right, lights are back. So if I divided this up close, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In this one, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. So let's add these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 boxes. Okay. If we have 16 boxes, that might means my median half has to be less than 10 and half have to be greater than 10 because that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then right here, that's 8 more. So the median needs to be at 10. Well, which one has a median at 10? Well, I have two of them that have the median at 10. Okay. Now, the next thing is I need to sit there and go, well, how did it work out? Well, I need 25% to be, remember, this is Q1, median, Q3, and this is my max. So I need 25% to be right here. Well, what's 25% of 16? So 25% over 100% equals x over 16. And if I use a calculator real quickly, 25 times 16 divided by 100 is 4. So my Q3 is somewhere between 20 and 30. So between 20 and 30, that's where the Q3 is. This 50 is obviously wrong because that's only one. So it can't be that one because this was 4. So we need 1, 2, 3. Q3 is going to be between 20 and 30. Tough question. Moving on to number 14. The amount of omega-3 fish oil capsules labeled 1,000 milligram is measured for 4 manufacturers producing the yields as the following. Okay, which manufacturer has the smallest range? Remember, range is max minus min. And this is my min. This is my max in this case. This is my max. This is my min, etc. This is my min. This is my max. Well, without even doing the calculations, I can sit there and go, you know what? This min is the smallest. And so these two have the smallest minimum. These two have, and so then I compare the maximum. And this maximum is also the smallest. So smallest min minus the smallest max. And here's some actual calculations actually done where this was 1,020 estimated in 980. That gives me a 40. This is a 50, and a 60. My best answer choice for this one is C. Number 15. A medical researcher studying the effective duration of 3 over-the-counter pain relievers obtains the following box plots from 3 equal-sized groups of patients, group using each of the pain relievers. Which of the following is a correct statement with regard to comparing the effective duration in the minutes? So we're looking for correct, so we're looking for a true statement. Okay, so what I notice is all 3 have the same range. I also notice that the medians are completely different. So are the Q1s and IQRs. All 3 have the same interquartile range, and the answer is no. These boxes would have to be exactly the same size. The IQRs are different. Please remember IQR is Q3 minus Q1, and this is Q1, Q3. And if you did the math on them, you would find out that this one has a larger IQR than this one. So it's not that. That's false. More patients had over 210 minutes of pain relief in the group 1 than in the other 2. And the answer is they had 50%. Well, excuse me, they had, remember, each one of these sections is 25%. So 25%, 25%, 25%, and 25%. 25 and 25 is they had 50%. This one had 25%. This one had less than 25%. So that is a true statement. More patients had more than 210 minutes for group 1. So that one is true. All right, more patients had over 240 minutes in group 1 than in the other 2 groups. We can't say that. We can't say that because it's in that 25 percentile range. So we don't know where the data is in the 25%, so we can't say that. More patients had less than 120 minutes of pain relief in group 3 than in the other 2 groups. Once again, it's in the lower 25%, but we don't know where the data is in the lower 25%. It may all be here. We don't know. It's not specifically at Q1, just like this one wasn't specifically at Q3. The durations of pain relief in group 2 form a normal distribution. No, it appears to be reasonably symmetric, but we really can't tell that from this. So just because it's reasonably symmetric doesn't mean it's normal. All right, so our best answer choice for 15 is B. Moving on to 16. Dietitians are concerned about sugar consumption in teenage diets. A 12-ounce can of soft drink typically has 10 teaspoons of sugar. In a random sample of 55 students, the number of teaspoons of sugar consumed for each student on a randomly selected day is tabulated. Summary statistics are noted below. So we have a min of 10, a max of 60, first quartile of 25, etc. Okay, which of the following is a true statement? So we're looking for true. None of the values are outliers. Well, we're gonna have to calculate that out. So IQR, remember IQR is Q3 minus Q1. So 38 minus 25 gives us 13. So our lower fence, 25 minus 1.5. And by the way, I should write that down, our formula for our lower fence. Lower fence is Q1 minus 1.5 IQR. So 25, that's Q1 minus 1.5 times 13 is 5.5. Our minimum's 10. So no outliers on the low side, so none on the low side. When we go to the upper fence, our upper fence, that has to be a lesson, our upper fence should be greater than Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. So 38 plus 1.5 times 13, so 57.5. And in this case, our max is 60. So guess what? We have 60 is an outlier. So we know we have outliers on the high side. We don't know how many. The value 10 is an outlier. Nope. The value of 60 is an outlier. 60 is an outlier, but there could be others. We don't know if there is. We just know that the maximum value is an outlier. There might be. We don't know if there are other values. Both the 10 and 60 know the value 60 is an outlier, and there may be others. Key phrase is there may be others. All right. Once you find an outlier on the high side, there may be other outliers on the high side. If you find an outlier on the low side, there may be other outliers on the low side. Number 17. The figure above summarizes the heights and centers in centimeters of approximately 400 pine seedlings 6 years after they were planted at a center of environmental study. Approximately half of the trees were fertilized yearly. The remaining trees were never fertilized. Which of the following statements about the medians and interquartile ranges of the heights of the two groups of trees is true? So we care about the medians and IQRs. Okay, so this is my IQR because this is Q3 and this is Q1. And remember, IQR is Q3 minus Q1. So this one has a smaller IQR. And this one has a large IQR because this is Q3 and this Q1. And this right here is our median, and this is our median. So the median for unfertilized is less than the median for fertilized. The medians and IQRs are the same. No, they're not the same. That's false. The median of the unfertilized trees is greater. No, the median for the unfertilized is less. That's false. The median of the unfertilized trees is the same. No, it's not the same. It's less. That's false. The median of the unfertilized trees is less than the median for the fertilized trees. Yes. And the IQR is greater. Yes, it has a larger IQR. That one is true. We have a winner. Our answer choice for this one is D. All right. Which of the following histograms could have been constructed from the same set of data? Okay, when I look at this, I go, you know what? This has a whole lot of information all in one corner. So we're looking for something that's going to be skewed to the left. So we're looking for skewed left. Well, that's skewed right. Symmetric. That's pretty uniform. No, this is skewed right. And this is symmetric, and uniform. And so then we have this one that's skewed left and skewed left. So we have two that are skewed left. Well, that's a problem. So let's try to figure out which one it is. Well, this is 25%, 25%, 25%, and 25%. And we're saying 25% have to be below 45. Well, that's definitely not 25%. So this is not 25%. Without doing any calculations, I know it can't be this one. This has got to be the closest one is 25%. So I'm going to say my best answer choice for this is D. All right. Tough questions. Appreciate you watching. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.